Hi, so in this video, we are going to discuss on the subject financial planning and performance. The first unit under financial planning and performance is strategic planning, and the concepts that are covered under this unit are business strategy, meaning of strategy, factors affecting strategy, and differentiation between mission and goals, meaning of the word strategic planning models, and strategic planning process and its characteristics. So moving on to the meaning of business strategy. A business strategy, it actually refers to any action and the decision taken by the company in order to be competitive. So it is a long-term decision-making process made by the company in order to allocate resources for achieving the business goals and also to become competitive in the market. The example for a business strategy is that the marketing strategy that have been adopted by Pothys showroom, wherein in order to attract sales during the COVID lockdown, they actually had a strategy of putting a live video call sales, wherein you can call the toll-free number in order to purchase the item, purchase the material that you like to do it through video call. So this is what is called a strategy. Strategy is an action and the decision taken by the company in order to become competitive in the market, in order to achieve its business goals, in order to make decision making for the long run, and also in order to make resource allocation. Here resource allocation means allocation of people, allocation of money to the certain activities. So all the decision making that happens in the business in order to be competitive, in order to achieve its business goals, is business strategy. So moving on to the word strategy. Strategy is basically derived from the Greek word strategos, which means winning a battle. So it is basically any plan of action that you taken against the competitor, that you taken against the rival or the opponent. It is called a strategy. It is basically done for long run. So the characteristics of a strategy are: it is a specialized plan. It is basically done to outperform the competitors. It provides business direction. It helps in effective allocation of resources, and it also helps in achieving the set goals of the business. Moving on to the types of strategy or strategies that are made at different levels of business. There are three types of strategies, or there are three levels of strategies that is made in business. One is corporate strategy, the other one is business unit strategy, and the other one is operational strategy. Corporate strategies are those strategies which is taken at top level management, basically by the CEO of the company or the top level managers of the company. So these strategies are basically explained in the mission statement of the company, and it helps in effective decision making process of the company. The business unit strategies. This is the second level of strategy that happens at the middle level managers. So these strategy would help in gaining the competitive advantage. So the basic strategies that involved in the business unit strategies are choosing a product, meeting the needs of the consumer, the marketing strategies, etc. The third level of strategy that happens in business is called as operational strategy, and this strategies are planned at operational level, at workers level. The strategies basically focuses on the people, process allocation, etc. So these are the three levels of strategies that happens in business. Moving on to the next concept, which is an analysis of factors influencing strategy. So the factors influencing strategy can be broadly divided into internal factors and external factors. Under internal factors, we have four factors that influences strategy: mission statement, organizational structure, people, and resources. So let's discuss on the various factors, various internal factors that affect strategy. Mission statement. Mission statement is something that provides the purpose and the intention of the organization. It basically influences and provides the guidelines for strategy planning. Organizational structure it defines the ranking of people within the organization. Structure actually includes the people, the position, the procedure, the process, and the related elements. So organizational structure is an important factor that influences strategy. The next one is the resources. Organizational resources basically includes money, assets, research and development, technology availability within the organization. So these resources play an important role in guiding the organization to plan, for the future plan of action. And finally, the people. The people of the organization basically includes the employees working within the organization, the cooperation of the worker, the coordination among the employees, the team spirit. Their knowledge and skills are very important for effective strategy planning as well as its implementation. Moving on to the next important factor that influences strategy, which is the external strategy. The external factors that influence the strategy are 5: political factors, economic factors, social factors, legal factors, and technological factors. Political factors basically include government policies and the laws of the country. Economic factors basically speaks of demand, supply, price level, and competition. Social factors talks about the customs and tradition of the people, which actually determines the needs and preferences of the people in a society. Legal environment, or the legal factor, that talks about the various acts that prevails within the country. And technological factor talks about the advanced machinery, the automated equipments, the internet availability, the technology advancement in the country. So all these factors have an impact on the strategy decision making, on the strategy planning, on the strategy implementation of the company. Moving on to the next concept, which talks about the mission and goals. So a mission is a mission statement of a company actually explains the purpose of the business. It is a motivation and it is the driving force of the business. It talks about the principles, the values, the core values which the company follows. So it is usually done in top level management, and it basically explains us what the company actually does and what it has to focus on. The second concept is goals. Goals are a step down to mission. Goals are a step down to mission. So goals can be defined as the outcome or the desired results which the company intends to get after a time period of 3 to 5 years. So goals are set for a long-term period, which is 3 to 5 years in a business, and goals are basically non-measurable. Say for example, the example of a goal of a company is to increase its sales, is to have an excellent customer service. Objectives are a step down to goals and two steps down to mission. So objectives are specific or measurable targets that a business actually has. Say for example, increase the sales by 5%, wherein the target is like measurable. So objectives are plans and priorities, and all objectives put together would help in achieving the goals and the mission of the company. Moving on to the important concept, which is strategic planning. What is strategic planning? Having studied about what is the meaning of strategy, business strategy, let's move on to study what is strategic planning. A strategic planning can be defined as the art of or the process of creating a strategy, implementing the strategy, and evaluating the strategy. Okay, a strategic planning is a process or it's an art of creating the business strategy, implementing such strategy, and also the evaluating the performance or results of such strategy. So strategy planning is done for long-term goals, for achieving the long-term goals of the company, and it basically focuses on integrating the activities of various business units like accounts, finance, HR, marketing, production, sales, etc. So basically, there are 3 steps in strategic planning. One is strategic formulation, wherein you will create new strategies. Strategic implementation, wherein you will put the strategy into action. And we'll have the last step, which is strategic evaluation, wherein we will evaluate or we would measure the performance. So the definition of the word strategic planning. Strategic planning is the process of determining a company's long-term goal and then identifying the best approach for achieving those goals. So it is strategic planning actually it focuses on finding out the best approach to achieve the goals. There are various alternatives available in order to achieve the goal. In order to identify the right route for the path to success, we will have the strategic planning process. So why we do strategic planning? In order to achieve the long-term goals of the company. Moving on to the next one, which is strategic planning process. The process of strategic planning has 3 steps, as I already discussed. One is strategic formulation, other one is strategic implementation, and the other one is strategic evaluation. Strategic formulation is creating new strategy. You will have the plan of action in the paper. Okay, you will create new plans. You will create new plans on the allocation of resources among various people, among the process, the usage of technology, the usage of money for various activities. So all these planning happens in strategic formulation. And we will also do something called as SWOT analysis for the company. And the next one, strategic implementation. So everything that is put in paper would come into action in this step. We will start working out the plan. So this is actually the implementation process, which is very important. The effective implementation actually leads to the success of the organization. And the strategic evaluation process happens after the implementation, wherein you will measure the performance and you will focus on taking corrective steps in future in order to have effective implementation and achieving the goals in future. So these are the 3 processes in strategic planning: strategic formulation, strategic implementation, and the strategic evaluation. So for the strategic planning, there are 4 models which have been discussed. So there are 4 models in order to formulate a proper strategic planning. So the 4 models are bottom-up model, top-down model, interactive model, and dual-level model. Bottom-up model is wherein the strategic planning would happen. The creation of a planning would happen at bottom level of the company, happen at lower level of management among the workers, and they would then pass it on to the upward management, top management. This is called as bottom-up model. Top-down model is wherein the initiative or the decision making happens in upper level management and the same would be communicated to the lower level management. This is top-down model, where the decision making, where the strategic planning process happens in the top level management. It is called as top-down model, and where the decision making or the strategic planning happens at lower level of management or bottom management, and then it is passed on to upward, then it is called as bottom-up model. The next one is like interactive model, wherein both top level management, middle level management, and lower level management, they all sit together and they all work out a strategic planning. Then such planning is called as interactive model. This model is a compromise between bottom up and top down, wherein everyone would interact to formulate a plan. And finally, you will have dual level model, wherein top level management, they will have their own strategic planning, and the lower level management, they will have their own strategic planning, and both would work out their planning, both they would implement their planning independently. So this is called as dual level model. So there are basically 4 models for strategic planning: bottom-up model, top-down model, interactive model, and dual level model. And finally, let's look into the characteristics of strategic planning process. A strategic planning process helps in formulating better strategy for the company. It answers the questions like where we are now and where we want to go in future. It is basically a long-term planning. It is done at all level of organizations, and it is basically focuses on the allocation of resources. And finally, it is a continuous process. It is a never-ending continuous process that works towards the success of any organization. So now let's look into an example for strategic planning. So a strategic planning always starts with finding out the mission statement. The step 1 for strategic planning is strategic formulation. Strategic planning formulation, wherein you will have to have the mission statement. In this example, we have taken the company Google. So Google company, the mission statement for Google company is to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. So this is the mission statement of Google company, Google Inc. So the next one is like we are going to look into the profile of the company Google, the Google Inc. And it is one of the largest company. It's American based company, a multinational company. It is like internet related services and products have been provided by this company. So the company is founded in the year 1998. The founder of this company is Larry Page and Sergey Brin. Now the present CEO of the company is an Indian native, Sundar Pichai. So the revenue of this company, Google Inc., is right now closer to 90 billion US dollars. So let's have a look into how we could work out the SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis is nothing but finding out the strength, weakness, opportunity and threat for the company. So the strength of Google company that we have taken now, the strength of the company is the reputation of the company. It is a famous brand that has been used by many users in the world. And the weakness of the company is like the revenue of the company is basically reliant on the advertisements alone. So the revenue of the company is its weakness, while the opportunity for the company Google is that now it has been more of internet based. Everyone uses internet, everyone have a smartphone, everyone is relied on online activities. So there are more opportunity for the company because there's going to be more and more users and they can actually increase their sales as well. And finally, the threat to the company is its competitor. So the direct competitor of Google Inc. is Microsoft company. So now I just want you people to do this exercise wherein you will have to select a company one among this. You can either select Reliance Jio, which is a mobile network, or Tata Titan, which is a watch company, or Yamaha Fasino, which is a two-wheeler company. So take one of this company, identify the mission statement of Reliance, Tata or Yamaha, whichever company you're gonna take up, and write down the profile of these company and do a SWOT analysis in order to get an in-depth knowledge into the strategic planning. So hope you have had a better understanding on these concepts. Thank you.